September 6, 1916, Grocery Revolution. Clarence Saunders opened Piggly Wiggly in Memphis, Tennessee, marking the beginning of a new era in American retail. The store became the first true self-service grocery store in the United States. Before this innovation, grocery shopping required a customer to hand a clerk a list of desired goods. The clerk would retrieve each item from behind a counter, record the sale, and collect payment. This system was labor-intensive, time-consuming, and dependent on clerks. Saunders introduced a concept that shifted the entire process. Customers entered through a turnstile, took a basket, walked through organized aisles, chose items themselves, and paid a cashier positioned at a central checkout. This simple but revolutionary idea changed the structure of retail permanently. The layout of Piggly Wiggly was central to its success. Saunders designed the store so that customers moved along a fixed path, passing each section of goods before reaching the checkout counter. This encouraged shoppers to browse and notice products that they might not have intended to buy. Every item displayed had a clearly marked price. Packaging became crucial since customers now evaluated goods on their own without a clerk explaining the product. The store offered modern conveniences such as pre-wrapped items and standardized labeling, which gave shoppers confidence in pricing and quality. Saunders created an environment that promoted efficiency for both shoppers and staff. The patents filed by Clarence Saunders secured his position as the originator of the self-service grocery concept. In October 1916, he filed an application describing the features of his store. The United States Patent Office granted this in October 1917. His patents covered innovations such as the store layout, the method of pricing items, and the use of a centralized checkout. These legal protections allowed him to franchise the model quickly and protect his business from immediate imitation. Saunders's patents represented a landmark moment in the legal history of retail, as they codified the self-service concept that would soon dominate the grocery industry. The growth of Piggly Wiggly was remarkable. Within 5 years of the first store's opening, hundreds of locations existed across the country. By 1923, more than 1,200 stores operated under the Piggly Wiggly name. Saunders chose a franchise and licensing structure that allowed other entrepreneurs to open stores following his model. The company listed its stock on the New York Stock Exchange in 1922, becoming one of the first grocery chains to reach that level of financial recognition. Piggly Wiggly's expansion signaled the broad acceptance of the self-service format and demonstrated its profitability. The cultural impact of Piggly Wiggly extended far beyond its first store. The self-service concept set the foundation for the modern supermarket. Later retail giants built their business models on the principles Saunders introduced. Supermarkets expanded the range of goods, introduced frozen foods, and eventually added departments such as pharmacies and bakeries. But the core idea remained the same: customers moving freely through aisles, selecting their own goods, and paying at centralized checkouts. Piggly Wiggly transformed not only grocery shopping but also the way Americans interacted with consumer goods on a daily basis. The shift to self-service also changed marketing. Because clerks no longer presented products directly, manufacturers began to focus on packaging and branding. Colorful labels, distinctive logos, and eye-catching boxes became essential for attracting customers. The placement of items on shelves took on greater importance. Saunders's model encouraged the development of consumer psychology as a field within retail. By allowing customers to choose goods visually, Piggly Wiggly sparked a new era in how companies marketed their products. Despite the initial success, Saunders's control over Piggly Wiggly did not last. In 1922, he attempted to corner his company's stock on the market, believing short sellers were undervaluing his business. The effort failed and forced him into bankruptcy. He lost control of Piggly Wiggly, but his innovation endured. Later, he experimented with other store concepts, including fully automated stores called Key-Doozle, but these ventures did not match his original triumph. Saunders remained known as the man who revolutionized grocery shopping. The original Piggly Wiggly store on Jefferson Avenue in Memphis became a landmark. Today, a replica of the store exists in the Pink Palace Museum, originally the mansion Saunders built from his earnings. The exhibit preserves the layout of the first self-service grocery, showing visitors how a simple idea reshaped retail history. The museum's replica serves as a reminder that a local store in Memphis sparked a transformation that spread across the nation. The significance of September 6, 1916, rests in its role as the beginning of modern consumer retail. The self-service concept changed economics, labor, and consumer behavior. It lowered costs, increased access to goods, expanded choice, and redefined the relationship between shoppers and products. Every supermarket and grocery store today operates on the model Saunders introduced. Piggly Wiggly stands as a historic milestone in American business history, demonstrating how a single innovation can reshape an entire industry. For enthusiasts of historical ephemera, visit history-collectors.com to find collectibles that might complement your collection. You can own a piece of history.